for a 45. It's the Neo Show. It's not really, but just sounds. A stiff old headwind. So, with that strong headwind, we should see early departures, and this jumbo is probably going to go up very quick, I would have thought, around about where this guy is now. If not a little bit sooner. The 747 flies. I've spoken to numerous 747 pilots who say she flies. She just flies like a bird in the sky. No, but seriously, she has tremendous lift capability. That's why she's so popular in the freighter division. What division are you in? The freighter division. Pardon me. N-E-O. Good afternoon, everybody, and very warm welcome to Friday. This is not a show. This is not a show, although it is, if you know. It's a live stream, folks. It's a bonus live stream because I was back at the office and Gillian and I were discussing, and she just said, "Oh, look, there's the Cathay 747 landing." I'm like, "Oh, what time does she go out?" Thinking it might be sort of like, you know, because it's the Singapore one that goes out dead of night, isn't it? Around about 10 o'clock or something like that. It's still in the night, kind of. Well, not really anymore. But this is. Bruise. Love the sound of these engines, man. Pratt & Whitney's at idle. Stand by for the Wookiee howl. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Oh. An extended howl, really. Sort of like very derated thrust setting there so that it would minimize, because normally when they power them up, you usually get that. Anyway, we are here for the departure only, once it happens, of the Cathay Pacific 747 freighter, folks. She's over at the freight shed at the moment, the bread bin. And what's her? Is it actually the reg? ZQ or something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Do you want to pin it to the top, Julie? Track it. Oh, right, okay. Lima Juliet Golf. That's the last 3 digits of the registration of the Cathay Pacific 747 Lima Juliet Golf. Did you say, Julie? Lima Juliet Golf, yeah. All silence for the Pratt & Whitneys. All praise silence. Matty Tate Frost, Cathay due out around about 4:45. We have her at. Thanks. Tom Collins flying in and out of Heathrow twice next month. Oh, Chicky, man, Chicky, she's done it. Chicky, man, 20, man, 20. Chicky, folks, if you are lucky enough to all of a sudden, without notice, be lifted into membership, it is gifted to you by Chicky Armitage. Thank you, Chicky. It's very kind of you. Lots of people who have been gifted membership have said how happy they are that they were and grateful they are as well. They do give feedback. If I miss that feedback, please keep watching the chat so that you'll see. Going to keep me voice down a little bit because this United 767 is classic old school sound. Hopefully they will hold at the runway entry point, which is coming up now, and we might get, I think either way, because there's a bit of a ramp there, we'll get the sound of these engines powering up a little bit as the pilot gets it up over that onto the runway. You can see it's around about, well, it's very, very slight, very sort of like 2 degrees or maybe less than that, 1 degree or something like that, but hopefully hold it right there, Shim Shim. Yes. Okay. Now let this Iberia jet go, and hopefully you'll hear this United. Tom Collins, first time on the Virgin 350. You are going to love that. I've got some very exciting news about Virgin Atlantic and their A339, folks. We are non-stop working to bring you stuff. And we love it. And this was all arranged in the space of about 20 seconds, wasn't it, Johnny? Oh, wait a minute. If we're going to be at there, why don't we do it here? Oh, hold on a minute. But then, the Boston. They've just announced, at that point, you announced that Virgin were going to Boston, and I was like, that's October, that's going to be a 339. And bang, we're on it. Here we go, listen out. Don't go yet, don't go yet. When he turns on, it may be. Here we go. Hold it on the brakes. Here we go. Yeah! That's all right. Oh. Oh my God, really? And it's all right, or is it? Wait, how long? Oh, jeez. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Oh man. How long did we lose? How long did we lose? Okay. Yeah, estimate. Generation Rolls-Royce Trent 1000s, all electric start on the 787. Electric start, don't use the APU. I think they may be able to if they have to, or actually maybe, hold on a minute, no, the APU powers electric motors that fire the engines up. It's not your normal compressed air that they normally start with on the engines. This is all electric motors that wind these things up. Big carbon wing on her. Do I see an A380 coming out? A BA380? And anyone know about that Uzbekistan 767? And Qatar's pushed back as well. Qatar 380. So as well as the 747, folks, we are going to get some other glamorous stuff here for this little short stream that we're doing. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week, folks. We've got a couple of things that we're going to announce, but that will be on the weekend show. But great to have you with us, and welcome back all the new members who I'm seeing. Welcome back members, and welcome new members as well. 1898 Albert, fresh from Only Fools and Alls, back in the water, Uncle Albert. And another one, Annie Auber, I think. Annie Alba. Wow, it's 25 new members, and so sorry if I missed you. Come in and say you're a new member. Get involved in the chat, folks. Okay, let me just have a little look. Even with my, oh no, that I can see a tug. I think I can see a tug. Yeah, she's being towed. Right, well, let me do that then, GP. Stand by. Hey folks, how you doing? Are you well? Have you had a good... Oh, new hat alert. Stand by. I'm not trying to sell that hat, by the way. I'm trying to do the router. Sorry. Okay, it should be coming on any moment, Jilly. Yeah, so folks, hey, how you doing? Hope you're well. It was literally a last-minute decision to come here and film the Cathay 747. We haven't had a 747 other than over the top here at London Heathrow for a while, at least not on the show. So I got the shirt on. And we're going to catch her going out along with other stuff as well. Get involved in the chat. A big warm welcome to all our new friends here on Big Jet TV and members. Big shout out, by the way, don't forget, to the Courtyard Hotel right here, folks, at London Heathrow. We will be at some point announcing discount rates, but we have already had a lot of people who've come and stayed here and raved about it. A group of elderly people the other day in the lift, I heard them, I was just minding my own business, there are 4 of them, and one of the ladies piped up, she's like, "It's a lovely hotel, isn't it?" And one of the gentlemen was like, "Oh, it's absolutely fabulous." And the other lady was like, "Lovely breakfast, isn't it?" So I got it all in stereo from these guys, and it was great to hear, and that feedback feeds back to you folks as well. So yeah, around about 4:45 we're expecting the 747 to go out, and then we're going to go because it wasn't a planned show, but we will be back on Sunday. Just to let you know also that we've just literally decided that we're going to go to Boston on the 18th or 17th, Jilly? It's the 17th, isn't it? 18th. 12th, sorry, not any of those. On the 12th of October, on the first flight of the Virgin Atlantic A339. I'm going to be speaking to Gareth about that next week. Who knows, we might get a little bit of an upgrade, but we're going to basically do the whole thing with Virgin Atlantic. So we may, if Virgin get heavily involved in it, we may have to do it Freeview, folks. And I know that our members are always acceptable and supportive when things like this happen, because it's all about the client giving us the access. Well, not so much the access, but the support, and therefore we have to give it back to them, because rather than having 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 people watching a live members only show, we'll have like 4,000 people watching it. So it's just better for everybody all around, the coverage as well, and of course it's once in a blue moon. Anyway, talking of blue moons, the Head and Shoulders blue-ish sort of pastel Air Canada 787 Dreamliner. Oh no, hold on a minute, he's not on tow. Sorry, could have sworn I saw a tow. Wow, look at that thin air jet. So interesting, somebody corrected me online, didn't they, Jilly, that these are on wet lease, these jets, because we were told that they, thank you Andy, that I was completely under the impression and told that they were wet, that they were dry lease aircraft. These Finnair jets being loaned by Finnair to British Airways. So some of these Finnair, maybe not this one, but some of these Finnair flights that you see going out are actually got a BA call sign. Now look in the background there, folks, look. Sri Lankan A330, around about this time of day, that thing will bank steep over my my place of abode. And it always sounds fantastic because it's powered by Trent 700s. $346, Jilly, did you say? Oh my God. And where's that from? No, where? Oh, okay. Most of them will be, I would imagine. Oh my God, Gilly, it's going to be. Folks, we've also got an amazing, another amazing announcement to make, which kind of came after we were. Hello, what's going on now? He's just changing taxiways. It came to our attention when we were looking through videos that were being watched and all that kind of stuff through analytics, but also about the fact that back in the day before the war, oh, look at the big lad sitting over there. Look. Wait for me. Yeah, I think we should call it, Gilly, what would we do? Create a thingamajig? No. It's the something series. Look at this turning up. No. Legacy. Big Jet TV Legacy series. Yeah. Ben Brown, the 380 is not flying on a regular call sign to Washington. Could be empty, Ben Brown saying. What, the 380? What, positioning to get it? Has another one gone down over there? As in, like, gone US or... Oh, that's the, drop it like it's hot, it's the Cathay 747 landing 09 left, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you need to hurry up, son. You need to hurry up, mate. Get yourself over that runway, me old son. Otherwise, it is a go around. It is a go around. I called it, mate. I called it. Qatar 380 on the runway. Yeah. I got the whole thing. Got the whole thing. Now that'll go over my house, and it'll be like, wow, that's low, man. So that Qatar jet. So it's either the controller or the Qatar jet not putting his foot down quick enough. Being ready for the, look at this double intersecting tails of the A380s. Naughty boy! Naughty boy! Wow, Simon Willis just watched the whole of the Pretty Woman, what, the live one? That's amazing, man. Chewy meat. John Tasker just had to go over, go outside and catch the FedEx MD-11 heading to Stansted. Has he gone past us, Gilly? I think he's gone past us. Or is it? Go on the Trents. Yeah, the usual. In your own time. Take off thrust set. She's labouring. Wow. I don't know, Chile, man, because it's going over their house. Yeah. Delta 767-400. Engine power. Great day at Coningsby on Wednesday, folks. I nearly forgot when we were there. By the way, I did manage to make it to East Kirkby yesterday. Spent a very short amount of time there because they were getting ready for their air show this coming Saturday. Very good luck to them. Great place to visit, folks. East Kirkby Live Museum. Got the Mosquito doing taxi runs now. I have recovered my recovered parts of the Halifax bomber, and I will at some point have a little showcase with you folks about it, so that you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, MD-11 is over Stoke. It's over Stoke, Jimmy. Yeah, but in the afternoon there is one that tracks across here to the east, isn't it? Seeing Office Blue, got to catch up on Coningsby. Worth it. Leo Bramley, welcome back, Leo. Did the Wi-Fi come back on, GP? Oh, it's because I was... it's the 7th, isn't it? The 14th or something. Forbes Watson. Sun flew into Heathrow this afternoon from Glasgow. When they arrived, the bus had to take passengers to the main terminal. Staff shortages. Yeah, but Gilly, it's all about it. We need the official word, don't we? Not rumours. Because F-22 Raptors being there is one thing, but if they're parked up, come on, girl, show us what you got. I think they're CF6s, either that or they're Pratt & Whitneys with extended exhaust outlets or cones, or so I think the cone is behind that shroud there that you see. The long shroud. Normally the Pratt & Whitney finishes right at the end of the shiny section, but that extension there, some CF6s have it, some CF6s don't. The cone is exposed. Hopefully we'll see one. What was it? Oh. Well, no, I've already told them about the 339 flying to Boston, aren't I? Oh, yes, that. Sorry, yes. Yes. No, the what was it series? The Legacy series, yes, folks. The other excitement announcement is that we were looking through everything. Well, not looking through everything, but just thinking that, because Gilly made a very valid point that back in the day before the war, we used to do 20-minute free view and then all members. So there's tons of shows that you people have not seen with 747s, A346s, early days of the 350. Honestly, man, stuff from London Heathrow, albeit only, what was it? What's it getting on for? 3 years ago now, Gilly? 3 years ago, 4 years ago maybe, because it was pre-COVID and before the 747s were retired, and even before the A346 was retired from Heathrow. So, and not only that, we've got Heathrow, we've got Gatwick, we've got Manchester, we've got all kinds of crazy stuff that we're going to line up for you folks. We're going to do it like once a week, maybe do a play out, a legacy play out, or add it to the playlist and premiere it or something like that. Hello, what's going on there? Is that panel missing? Oh, he's got a plaster, look. It's an exposed panel. Andy P remembers the 20-minute free view. Yeah, man. Lots of old school people will remember the 20-minute free view, man. Sorry guys, that's it. We're going to turn off now to all our members. It's like, wow. As one of the many things that we did to implement Big Jet TV into that sort of like, very sort of like, you know, well, just constantly evolving the channel to make it as slick and user friendly and everything, and also most importantly family friendly. Can't do what, Julie? Yeah, but I did search, Julie. I did search, and there was something there. Can't we just screen grab them? That's our Dreamliner landing, finally. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know, would it? Yeah, probably would, wouldn't it? Oh! Oh, your fault, that is. Hope you're happy. Sorry, Mr. BA777, with your big juicy 90 engines. Well, they're possibly 115Bs, I would have thought. Easy, son. Well, it's yeah, well, then we should do a Louisville one. Oh yeah, Anchorage in September. So get on it. Another thing that we've decided, folks, well, we're actually going to put it to you, members, folks, so listen very carefully. I will say this only once. I'll probably actually say it about 50 times, but so because of the issues that we're having, bless you, because of the issues that we're having with well, not everyone is having with travel into Europe at the moment, we feel that it might be an idea to hold off on a European show for maybe a month or two and go all US once a month, like Louisville this month, Anchorage next month, October will be in Boston. And this is to our first class and super class members, whether or not you're happy, because obviously the premium members will be missing out on a European show. Can we let them in for the international shows until we're back to normal levels. That's an interesting long gear down on that 380, something that I've never seen before. So that's either a malfunctioning brake, I'd imagine it will be. Wow, never seen that, and that's a dirty configuration, man. That's 35 tons of undercarriage, and that's just the mains on their own. Turning it like that with the gear down, man. Lots and lots and lots of drag. Still gear down. I think the gear's going up now. Can you see her? Well, there she goes. Oh, front gear. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. That gear's just extended again. The gear has just extended again. Now, is that a warning that's come up? Oh, it's going up again. Here we go again. Have another go, son. Wow. Gear door close. Come on, son, get that gear. That gear door is not closing, mate. Or is that the engines? Sorry, that's the engines. Sorry. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good now, aren't we? Wow. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I kind of guessed that people would be in favour or supportive of it, should I say. Interesting to see lots of aeroplanes parked up at BA's maintenance sheds. I think there's probably one in there, I'd imagine, but or maybe not. I don't know what's in there, and I don't know what's in there. It's hiding. Diesel 1.3, fine with me. Yes, thank you, folks. I think it's generally across the board the opinion of understanding our being restricted for flying to Europe. And then as soon as we can, we will. I mean, don't get me wrong, folks. We can get there, but it costs like about £2,000 to go to Toulouse. And then not only that, but the availability is you have to do a stopover in Frankfurt for 48 hours. It's ridiculous. So I'm sure you understand. Let's do US trips for the foreseeable with all members getting involved. And Boston, by the way, folks, Boston may be all Freeview purely because it may be quite tightly running with Virgin Atlantic. Because I'll be flying on the A339 inaugural flight out of London Heathrow to Boston, and we get to meet Sam Castriati, and we can go to the place for breakfast in the morning, where I just have loads and loads of that potato waffle stuff. It's like flipping. It's like Weetabix but potatoes smashed about. Nana, please let us in, as I've got a membership today. Nana, there we go. And as we always do, we will run this past you, folks, and obviously we will get feedback after the show as well. To be honest with you, when anything like this happens, we always get a huge amount of support, and give yourselves a pat on the back for being nice people. We are so lucky to have lovely, nice people. Wow. Oh, we're so lucky, man. When you look at all the nasty stuff out there. And by the way, folks, can I just give you a little word of advice, okay? And I know that you're all very intelligent people and you understand what I'm saying here, but whether you can pass it on to other people or not. Kind of not aviation related, but in terms of, if you remember, we got ripped off by that what guy, Simon, what's his name? Chili? Well, it's that long that we thought about his bleeding name that we've forgotten what his surname is. I think it may be because we didn't call him either Simon or his surname very much. We called him something else. Yeah, Cathay. But yes, listen, folks. I heard a story. I want to tell you a story. No, I heard a story of somebody in a Discord channel. If you are a member of a Discord channel, be very, very wary of people asking for money. Please do that. Not just Discord, but anywhere. Especially in these trying times ahead. I mean, to be honest with you folks, I want to have a rant about the National Lottery and their app, because my mate yesterday, we were sitting having a quiet drink, and he said all the lottery's on tonight, and it's the one where he plays the one where you can get 10 grand for a month for 10 years or something like that. So fair enough, he plays that and he puts in, like, maybe a fiver a week or something like that, which, to be honest with you, is still quite a lot of money, but if you're prepared to do it. But the other thing was that once he showed me that, he went on to show me, oh, look at these games that I play. And he had, like, it was the equivalent of an electronic scratch card. So instead of it being on paper, it was electronic, and it had all the boo, 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 boo. When you sort of like scratch the things off, instead of scratching them off, you hit it and an explosion happens and the number appears, or whatever it is, or the cherry, or the whatever it is. And then he did it, and I was like, how much you win there then? Nothing. How much did that cost you? £5. I'm like, mate, really? You kind of got that kind of money to burn? He said, well, it's only a fiver, isn't it? I said, yeah, but £5, it's like a membership for a month on Big Jet TV, and you get a lot more satisfaction out of that than you do hitting 5 or 6 buttons. And I'll be honest with you, he said to me, well, you can do them for £1, can't you? And I'm like, yeah, but someone ain't going to do one, are they? They're probably going to end up doing about 10, and before you know it, bang, you've just spent a tenner. And I think the National Lottery, to me, that is how to get people addicted. By making gambling a game without realising it. You're kind of almost making it appealing to kids. And they get hold of your phone, who's to say? I just think that the National Lottery should know better, rather than giving that silly little line underneath, gamble aware. People are going to ignore that, mate. Don't just do it for the fact that you have to do it by law. That's the only reason why they do it, and I think it's disgusting. I think they should have the National Lottery, and that is it. And also a maximum on, honestly, I think it's a terrible, terrible thing that the National Lottery are doing that kind of jumping on that whole gambling bandwagon thing. Don't agree with it. I mean, I know they've got scratch cards at the shops, but especially in these times when people are going to be struggling, just be aware. But what's more important also, folks, is just be very, very aware. Please be aware of people asking for money. They pick on the vulnerable, they pick on the nice people, and that's why I worry, because all of you guys, us lot, are nice, and that's why I got taken by that dimwit Simon, what's his name? Simon Davey. If you're watching, mate, please make sure you never get yourself anywhere near where I am. Lloyd Bell, 747 on radar. That's what we're talking about now, folks, and that's what we're here for. Did you say, oh, hold on a minute, Uzbekistan isn't there anymore? Because he's there. Hey, hey, hey! Me yakking on too much. Nice, healthy contingent of jets coming out, folks. Yeah, just watch out, folks. Even if it's somebody that you think you know, please stop and just do a little bit of research. Maybe ask them some questions that they may take personally and go, "Why are you asking me that?" Well, you can't be too careful, can you? And if they get offended by it, then you know that there's something wrong there automatically, don't you? If they go, "Oh, absolutely, mate. Oh, absolutely, 100%." You know, I mean, I've got people that you can talk to. But even then, you're like, "Yeah, what? Are they your mate, your family, and your other bent friends?" Don't be taken as a mug, folks. It's too flipping easy. And that's anything. That's anything. Hello. Clive Clark, Jerry in one ear, my missus. This big clutch of jets coming out, look. Triple Dreamer, triple 76 350, little Neo 320, 767 with Uzbekistan. Wait till you see the livery on that, folks. So your 747 is on radar, folks. It is a wonderful. Sign of King Herod. Stuart Watson, more Pratt music, yes. Pratt music, Pratt music. Listen to it humming. Can you hear that? It sounds like a bass in a car. Listen, listen. I'm going to come back to the 76 side, folks. Yeah! Now I'm going to show you something, folks. You're going to hear that 76C7 turning on, but I'm going to give you a close-up shot of the undercarriage that we looked at the other day when we were underneath her, and watch the undercarriage mechanism being put to use. As soon as she's off the ground, just before, when they go through the procedure of positive rate gear up, the process will start with the wheels tilting forward. Watch them tilt forward. You're not going to see it. There they go. Say that. It's a bit pointless. Yeah. Said it about 20 minutes ago. Now, who's flying this Virgin 350? Now, listen, folks. I think that Virgin are going to. I'll put a penny bet on this. I reckon Virgin are going to become the cleanest long-haul operator, cleanest UK long-haul operator. Before BA, is there a bit of a race going on there? Because they got some old 777s, haven't they, at BA? like that one, which, don't get me wrong, are beautiful. I didn't think that at all. No. What's his name? Ty Wiggins. Yeah. You're a good man. Thank you, Ty. And don't worry, I didn't think that at all, my friend. Not at all. No. Bolt Jar Jar Bolt. Yeah. No, it's just a genuine question, wasn't it? Thanks, Ty. And thanks for your support, mate. Whomever or whenever. We love you guys, man. Love you guys. It's funny when I was talking to me, mate, and I said, how much is it? It's 20 million in it on the lottery. I said, if I win, like we all do. Oh yeah! That's £200,000 of thrust right there. Oh, 777 wants it. He's getting angry. Triple's getting angry. Let me quickly grab the fin air jet. Looks like he's got. Looks like he's got. Oh, listen to his engines. Listen. Looks like he's got Jackie Stewart's trousers on that 350. It does. She's Scottish, isn't it? Oh, look at this beautiful aeroplane, folks, coming out. Oh, FedEx. See someone put a FedEx emoji up to Louis, that tells it. Now these are General Electric 115Bs. Look at his smiley face. Look, that's like a shark, isn't it? That's a shark, isn't it? It's all day a shark. The funny one. Yeah, the cartoon one. Yeah. Like a cat's fang, Oh mate, if I was buying 777s, I'd do that. I would do that. Is that Vidaru's E190 on approach, about a touchdown? Has he had his engine cowling replaced yet? He's had a plaster on for quite a few days, the old fella. Oh no, it's Air Baltic, sorry, my apologies. And it's a 220. It's A, not Vidaru, and B, not an E190. It's Air Baltic, and it's a trick of the light. Keep an eye out for that, because so I think this is, which came first with BA with the 200 variant and the was it the GE or the Rolls-Royce powered units? I know they started with one and switched to the other for all their other jets. It might be the Rolls-Royce, the GE first and then Rolls-Royce, maybe. I don't know. Just about to see that 350 banking off in the distance there, or the triple, whichever it is. That's the triple, isn't it? Yeah, big, long, super stretch, massive, great big glider wing on it. These are all because of that big, long raked wingtip, high aspect ratio wing. I think you can clearly see why they call it that, because a high aspect ratio wing is actually a glider wing, really, where the terminology comes from. Nice little lineup. This is Titan's 321 converted P2F jet, which is operating with Virgin Atlantic, and you can see the freight door there where the folks in Germany converted her. Hello. Jilly, we talked about that the other day, didn't we? Look, there she is. There she is. Yeah. No, China Airlines, yeah. Yes, back from Lincolnshire. Glad to add a die-cast Cargo Logic 747 model to his collection last week. Yeah, because at the moment I'd imagine that die-cast model of that jet, that you've got the actual jet, is probably sitting in a desert somewhere in storage, which is a great shame because they're freighter jets and they should be used as freighter jets. Big shortage of freighters. Surprised someone hasn't picked them up, to be perfectly honest with you, and just operated them independently as a charter airline or something like that. Not sure what's going on with Cargo Logic, whether they are just operating a freight division and utilising other aircraft, I don't know. Maybe they've just turned into brokers or what. Hello. What's that, Jilly? What's that? It's funny that you saw it as soon as I said it. It's really funny. So this is the 747-8 Intercontinental freighter variant. Never seen a passenger in its life, folks, apart from crew that maybe fly with her. But this is a big, super stretched jetliner. Running 4 of these engines, but not these ones, because these are the general electric equivalent of the Trent 1000. They are 4 Dreamliner engines on this beautiful aeroplane. So he's in what, Jim? Between who? I'm going to have to let that go because I want to track the Queen. That's what we're here for. We can see Dreamliners and 777s as often as you like, but you can't see a 747 every day. Not Heathrow anyway. Lucy McCluskey, I watched that Uzbekistan 767 arrive, and the Cathay 747 arrived this afternoon just before the runway switch. Yes, and that was at that point in time that Jilly and myself were talking, and I decided, is that a funny face, Jilly? Funny face ice cream there, look. It's a funny face ice cream. Funny face ice cream, do you remember them? All the same taste, but yeah. Big raked wingtips on this jumbo. Yeah. To be exact and to quote Wikipedia. The 747, the stretched 747-8F has a wider wing with raked wingtips and Gen X turbofans in nacelles with chevrons. So there we go. That's on the menu right now. But before that, we have an Uzbekistan 767 as a nice little bonus to join us, as this Cathay Pacific 747 now is about to turn left. Stretched by 18 feet. However, believe it or not, the Boeing 777X is longer than this aeroplane. Now, I think I'm right in saying that by the looks of this, it's got a maximum takeoff weight. 442 tons. How about that, folks? I mean, that's not cargo, that's the maximum takeoff weight with fuel and freight. And of course the aircraft itself. The cargo weight capacity of the 747-8F is around about 140 tons. When you think of it's about 50 tons more than a 777, I think. Now listen to this 350's engines as she spools up. There's a valve that will close. You'll hear it. Listen. There it is. I think Rolls-Royce have turned around at the operators and said, hey, folks, you can give it as much as you like off the line, because I tell you what. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what to look at. Off to CDG. CDG. What about the bow selector? CDG. Oh, Chile, you got me. Yeah, man. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Fair play. Mark Appleby, thanks, mate. Bit late now, innit? Have a look at how many jumbos Cathay Pacific have got, folks. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, she's going to hold that position, and I think the 760 is going to go first. Now listen out, because luckily we've got a Neo going out, so she shouldn't make too much of a racket. We'll get these, I think they're either Pratt & Whitneys or GEs, one of the two. I see an office blue. Never seen the Cathay Pacific. It's one a bit of you, and it's an office blue with the flower and all that. Terry G. Charles de Gaulle is Paris. Charles de Gaulle. Oh, I don't know who's going out first. They've both got their. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Right, listen, listen. What a bonus, man. Control Hunter. They're Pratt & Whitneys, are they? PW4000s, I'd imagine, a variant of. Look at this lovely old girl. It's kind of got a bit of Eva Air about it, isn't it? It's like a morphed Eva Air with that belly, mind you. 747 sitting there patiently waiting. Thank you, sir or madam. Three, one. Stewards, Pratt & Whitney spinner decoy. There it is. Lovely. One of the best liveries out there, really. I mean, I love the Rolls-Royce one, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, Jilly. Oh, mate. I can't, mate. You are absolutely kidding me, man. Unless it literally stops, Jilly, I ain't doing it. If it glitches, man. Unless it's absolutely, yeah. Sorry about the little glitching, folks, but it is what it is, and we just got to live with it. It's live TV. I'm predicting this is a very light aeroplane. There she goes. About 50% of the runway. Maybe 60%. So that'll be a left turn, Clyde. Very short hop over to Paris-Châteauguay. Maison d'Etre. Oh. Okay, watch this. Watch this bank, man. Go on, girl. It's a long, going in a long turn. And way past the 25, out towards Windsor, south of Windsor. Come on, girl, here she goes. Beautiful shot, even though it's a long way away. It's just iconic, isn't it? It's kind of our logo in a funny sort of way, isn't it? Even though it's available to anyone to use anywhere across the world, it's like, you know, we feel obliged and happy to have the 747 as our branding. Thank you, Your Majesty. It'd be great if it said underneath it, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, wouldn't it? And Harrods and things like that on your butter. Right, you lot, that's it. I did say it was a very quick stream. Well, it wasn't that quick, was it? Thank you, folks. Cashier number 3, please. Okay, so do I just have to talk this loud, Jilly? I don't have to talk normal loudness because I don't need to worry about it being in the camera there. Can you hear that? Kev Parker, thank you. IDigiDo, Keith Cornell, Carol Cupcake, Rab H, Vicky Denning, Captain Barb, LA Girl, Ian Morrison, Ken Alloway, Mirrors, Bootle Lad. Thank you, everybody. Chicky Armitage, push the like button. Oh yeah, thanks, folks. I appreciate you. Don't feel in any way obliged that you have to hit the like button. But listen, Chicky, thank you. On behalf of those wonderful, on behalf of you. Yeah, we got a meeting at 7 o'clock tonight, folks, with a very important person. VIP, there we go. Sue Freeman, thank you. Helen Previtt, Melody, Tesla Girl, sorry, Calvin Grant. BBS 7523, Alexandra Wood, thank you. Sinothus, Gwen M, Jeffrey Primus, awesome show, see you all Sunday. Chrissy Girl, thank you. Sandy Humby, Carly, Derek Gray, Andy P, Robert Fleming, thank you, folks. And by the way, in regards to the announcement that we made earlier on about us flying to the US, I think what we're doing is we're going to go Boston in October. On the A339 Virgin Atlantic. We're going to plan all of that next week. Next month we're going to go to Louisville. Next month we're going to go to Louisville. And then in September next month we're going to, next month we're going to go back to Anchorage. And I think it's just a wonderful feeling of families just being good people in allowing, because of the fact that we can't travel to Europe at the moment. Well, we can travel to Europe, but it's astronomical prices, and we need to let all of that settle down before we can go back to Europe. So we want to give our premium members beautiful, man, absolutely fantastic. We want to give all of our members a good bite of the cherry in terms of membership shows. So As I mentioned earlier on, and as you guys have all seemed to be in agreement with all our supercross, superclass and first class members, maybe some supercross members, but we really appreciate the fact that you've accepted us bringing the premium members to the US with us on the US shows until such time as we're able to regularly get back to Europe without having to pay astronomical sums, and also all the aggravation of getting there as well, because as you know, they've really making it very hard to get overseas into Europe at the moment, so it's just easier to travel to the US. So I think it works well. It'll only be a couple of shows, 2 or 3 shows, and as I've also mentioned, the Virgin 339 show to Boston, that may be with Virgin Atlantic, and in which case it means that we will do that preview. So we'll let you know more about that as and when it all unravels. But other than that, thank you very much indeed. Hope you had a good week. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll be back on Sunday, folks. Not sure where, but we will be back as we always are. So look after yourselves, be good, and be sensible, and folks, you know, I mean, I know you're all just wind it back and see what I talked about with gambling and national lottery. Shame on you for making it far more sort of like exciting to gamble. Don't think that's a very good idea, to be perfectly honest with you, and I think the government should do something about that as well, especially in these times when pennies really are, people are going to be looking after their pennies. So thank you, folks. Look after yourselves, and we will see you on Sunday. Cheers. Okay, GP. Go for cut.